But first, Masters winner Tiger Woods. He is standing by live with Ahmad Rashad in Chicago. Ahmad?
All right, thanks, Hannah. Tiger, you know the thing that really impressed me last week when you won the Masters was the fact at your young age you had such a sense of history and respect. Jackie Robinson you acknowledged, right, and also Lee Elder.
Well, those guys, you know, obviously are the founders of I guess minority involvement in sports, and you know, I owe a lot to them. I owe a great deal because it wasn't for them, you know, with efforts of Jackie and Charlie Sifford and Lee Elder, I would not be in this position now. I don't think, at least, and I don't think I would have been encouraged to play.
Your confidence was also so impressive. I mean, at such a young age, even though you were leading the leaderboard, it wasn't like you were surprised. I mean, you were playing as if you expected to win the Masters.
Well, that's what I came there to do. I came to try and win the tournament. You know, sometimes it doesn't work out. You know, sometimes you fall on your face and you finish last. But you know, as long as I try 100% to try and win, then that's all I expect for myself. And fortunately enough, I won.
Does the success that's come so quickly surprise you at all?
Yeah, it has. You know, I thought, to be honest with you, that I thought I would not attain this much success until probably about 23. But I kind of surpassed my own expectations of myself.
How important to have your father there?
I think it was great because it was the first term he's ever been able to go to since his surgery. Mm-hmm. And you know, that was tough for me to go through, as well as, you know, our entire family. And it was nice to have him back on the team, back on the squad, and see him there, because you know, there's a connection that we have. He can watch me play, analyze my round, and then we'll come back home and we'll talk about it. And he spotted some things that you know, he was concerned about in my game. We talked about it, talked through it, and next thing you know, I was clicking on all cylinders.
So now, with you winning the Masters, the talk immediately goes to winning the Grand Slam.
Right.
Now, I understand the courses are suited to the long game. So how good are your chances?
You know, I think my chances, well, if I play like I did at Augusta, my chances are good. But unfortunately, golf is, you know, not always like that. You're not going to have your A game, and I can play well all the time. But I think the toughest thing about winning any kind of Grand Slam is the fact that you're playing against the toughest field ever assembled. You're playing on the toughest golf courses, and the conditions aren't easy. And also, you got to have a lot of luck on your side too, because I had a few lucky breaks at Augusta that, you know, I went from making bogey to birdie, and you know, two-shot swings like that are huge, and especially in a major.
Now, every time I pick up a newspaper or hear something on the paper, everybody's trying to give Tiger Woods advice. I would think at this point it might be a little uncomfortable being Tiger Woods, because everybody wants to tell you how you should do it. Right.
It's amazing how everyone becomes an expert on my life. It's really weird, but you know, what I've come to understand is that I am who I am. And I'm going to live my life like Tiger Woods wants to live his life. I'm going to make my own share of mistakes. I'm going to learn and grow from them. But I know that I'm a thoughtful enough person because of my parents that I have an understanding that, that I should be able to think a lot of my situations and, I guess, confrontations through. And make it through okay. As I said, I'm going to have some stumbling blocks in my life, but I think with the foundation my parents have laid down for me, I should be able to make it through.
Now, you and Michael Jordan has become close, and last week when we were talking about the Masters, he said, boy, I like the way Tiger Woods plays golf. He plays the way I play basketball, aggressive. There's some sort of a common bond between you and Michael. You hit it off just perfectly.
Yeah, Mike and I have, you know, I think we understand each other, because we both play the game at a very high level mentally, I think. Granted, I think both of us are very lucky. We've been given some gifts from the guy upstairs, but I think that a lot of what we can do on the court or on the course comes from our mind, our will to win. And I think that's where we see eye to eye. I know I hate to lose, and I know he feels the same way, but I think it's kind of weird. There's a certain amount of calmness about us that I think that's why we get along so well.
Well, Tiger, thank you very much for joining me at our halftime, and continued success in your golf career.
Thanks a lot.
All right, back to you, Hannah.
Thanks a lot, Ahmad. When we return, highlights from around the NBA, and we will hear from Pat Riley of the Miami Heat. First, a message from Prudential and a word from the NBA.